Hey, what's up, guys? If you have seen the intro, I said happy Monday. I'm currently reading my script, and it's actually Tuesday. But let me just say happy Thursday, because that's the day that the video is coming out. The video is actually being uploaded. But anyways, now if you've seen my... But whatever. I keep on saying anyways, I don't know why. But if you've ever seen my videos, you know I have a legacy of making enemies with people. My mom seriously hates it when I get upset with people. I literally get upset with anything, my mom says. Like, sometimes my sister would be annoying me, and she would just say, learn it to ignore. I mean, yeah, I do ignore her, but my sister would push me to the fact where I have to acknowledge her presence. And it's not even people. These days, I seem to be everything I hate. My mom knows that I'm a little shy, but I think it's better for me to be shy than to open my mouth. Because when I do, I either end up stuttering or I happen to say something offensive. I have a history with not getting along with people, family members included. I remember I used to fight my older cousin every time I saw him. Nah, I'm not even joking. The two of us always threw hands. Now we're okay, but I get under his skin sometimes. He will get riled up at anything I do. Even if it's like a mistake, he'll get riled up, I'm telling you. And sometimes I barely do anything. Either I stutter and I say something untrue, or I just end up making a fool out of myself. Now, something happened this weekend that will probably be a story for another day. You know what? Never mind. No, it's not gonna be a story. No, screw it. No, forget it. Well, I will tell the story. Long story short, I was starting to get sick of being treated like a kid. I'm 14 years old, and I guess I have some maturing to do. I will admit, but when some of my cousins act like they're adults, when they're only 17 and 18, and basically they are adults, but they keep on feeling like they own the world or something like that. I feel undervalued and a little unappreciated when I'm being treated this way. But whatever, let's move on because this isn't therapy. All right, now this this story takes place in eighth grade. Um, Now I think this was the last period or something like a Thursday. I remember the day well, but my friend kept making funny noises, like he was moaning and stuff like that. And I walked in. Disclaimer: the noises he made went like, "Oi, oi." I mean, I could kind of play it, but I would probably play it for you guys because I recorded it like for my skit videos. But I don't think I can make it work while I'm talking. So yeah, and the noises were a little bit more inappropriate. Um, Listen, I don't know what was wrong with me. Okay, I was weird. Okay. But when I joined in, and then 2 seconds later, the teacher comes in yelling. She tells my friend, let's call him Eli, and talks to him for like a minute. And then she calls me and says how immature I'm being, and says I will be leaving a call at your house or something like that. I actually don't remember exactly how she said it. Then she lets me in, and I proceed to go back to my seat. And we're doing classwork, and the kid who's next to me, he's known as a troublemaker and like one of those cool, like popular kids. This kid is such a troublemaker that the dean remembers him in a school of like 300. And this kid was being super nice to me for some reason. And sometimes he teases me a lot. It's sometimes the craziest paths you have to take to get respect from some people, I'm telling you. But then after class I smiled because I realized short story. 2 years ago, when I left private school, that story coming soon, during the summer, I was gearing up for my first year in public school. But there was a predicament. See, my house was far away from where I was going to go to school, so my mom registered my grandma's house as my house in the school records so they wouldn't be too suspicious. So, when people ask me where do I live, I gotta give them my fake address, which is actually my grandma's address. So, the teacher, by the way, let's call her Miss Connor, called me after class and showed me my mom's number and asked if it's my number. So I lied and said that it was wrong, and I told her that the school messed it up in the record. So now I thought, basically, instead of calling either my parents' cell phones, Miss Connor would have probably called my house, which, like I told you, was my grandma's house. And the amount of luck I had that day was amazing. Literally, God blessed me. I swear to God, God blessed me, because on God, man, because my grandma was the person who picks me and my neighbor slash one of my best friends every day after school, and I would be at her house until like 6 or 7 doing my homework until my mom picks me up from her workplace. And that day, I have never felt more remorseful. I actually felt guilty. Like, don't judge me. Don't come at me in the comment section like, "Oh, why do you feel guilty? Oh, why do you feel guilty? I would never do something like that. Oh, yeah, what is wrong with you? You're so crazy." Okay, you guys have done stupid. Anyone has done stupid stuff like that. I did not do something so stupid. I've done perhaps worse. Um. 2 days later, it was Saturday, meaning my family had to go to church. In the afternoon, I decided to tell my mom everything that had happened, and she literally came clean. And she was glad I came clean. Like, she didn't yell or anything. And no one come at me in the comment section being like, "Oh, well, I would never tell my mom that because I'm a bad boy." No one cares, okay? First of all. Second of all, I actually didn't tell her the full truth. I said the reason why I was making noise was because someone swung his hand in the air and it almost hit me and I ducked and made a noise. I made a noise and was shivering or something. I don't know what I said, but the teacher came in and apparently assumed I was a part of it. You know, wrong place, wrong time, all that stuff. The type of stuff you hear on Dateline. She found out the truth at the parent-teacher conference, aka every child's worst nightmare, and she was furious. If I'm being honest, I was so bummed out because the same day my fish had died, so I willingly accepted any punishment I got. Yes, I mean any punishment. So, my dad yelled at me while we go to school, and I understand what he's saying and why I was in the wrong, but the conversation just drifted off, and it just became about what I did with the watch he had given me the year before for Christmas. You see, what he had gotten me for Christmas was a smartwatch, which basically allowed him to call us. And this was I've never seen something more. I've never seen something more cheap. Really, like the watches must have been cheap. Like I think they were free. I really think they were free, and the thing is, these were things that you could use to call your children in a time of harm. My grandmother, I thought it was good. It was a good tool, but in all honesty, I'm sorry, but the watch was trash. I'm telling you, the watch was sheer garbage. And I'd rather my dad just beat me than making me wear that watch because I hate that watch. I got bullied because of it. Well, not bullied, but people teased me. People kept on saying it was a 99 cents Apple Watch, and they started calling me Ben 10. And if you saw the watch, you'd understand where they were coming from. He told me he wanted me to wear that watch for everyone to see, and if anyone teases me, to let him know and to be honest. To let him know. And to be honest, I would let my dad beat me 1,000 times. But I would never wear that watch again. I brought my phone to school one day to prove to everyone that I existed, and never again was I called Ben 10. And then, just like I said earlier, I had earned respect in a really weird way. I hate how materialistic the kids of my generation are today. One girl said, "Get out of here with your iPhone 6s," and held the brand new iPhone 11 in my face. And when I say brand new, I mean it was brand new at the time. Like, it just came out. It wasn't big at the time, and the girl had a friend. And that same girl had a friend who had dropped her iPhone 5C in front of everyone. And that phone was worse than mine. And no one laughed. All because she was popular. How people treated me because of what I had, or how popular I was or stuff like that. It makes me want to chop down a tree and jump on it. That teacher had anger issues too. If I were her, I'd just quit that school because I can't deal with the kids of today. I just really can't. And I would know that this teacher has anger issues. Because me and my cousin both experienced it. Believe it or not, my cousin actually did have Miss Connor too. And there's this story. This is the story my cousin has every time I bring her up. The subject of Miss Connor up. She won't shut up about this story too. But basically, my cousin was a band kid, meaning she had band class. And band class, I heard, was really good. I got put in music class 2 years in a row, and I was never put in band. But being a band kid, it meant that she was late to Miss Connor's class. And Miss Connor cussed her and her friends out. You see, I don't know if that's true because my cousin likes to exaggerate sometimes. But thank God coronavirus happened that exact same school year. Because I never had to see that woman again. Oh, I'm getting so worked over this story. I guess it's just a crazy story. But, yeah. I guess if the moral... I guess I have a moral of the story. The moral of the story is... well... Life presents many choices. The choices we make determine our future. And also don't screw with a 30-year-old white woman. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys have an amazing day. I'll see you next time.
Came from the bottom, down below. Mirror them cold nights, I was sleeping on the floor. Always dreamed about the 4G, I don't feed, now they down below. A nigga got so much money on me, I can't count no more. Remember I was in the project wall, couldn't even get along. Now they niggas got their hands